What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Basketball Wives. This is season 12, episode 10. And y'all, let's get into it. Because when I tell you, Chantel works my everlasting nerve, her and the big three, aka the Three Stooges, I can absolutely see what they're already trying to do. I feel like those three girls, they feel like they can take over this show, and they're about to take all the OG spot. Chantel is gunning for her mama's spot. I feel like Brittany wants to take out Brandy. And Denise, I guess you could say she's also gunning for Jackie as well as Evelyn. I don't know in what world they thought that they were going to be able to get those three women out, but I don't see it happening. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So we start the episode off with Jennifer and Brandy. Basically, they talk, and according to Jennifer, Jackie has some things to say about her daughter, right? And here's the thing. According to Jennifer, Jackie said that she does not want to have a conversation with Chantel at this point. She would rather have a conversation with her on her YouTube channel or on her talk show. First of all, I don't think Jackie is being serious at all. I feel like at this point, Jackie already knows that everybody's still trying to get in her and her daughter business. So now she's just going to throw things out there just to just to say it. I don't think Jackie's being serious at all. But since everybody's, fishing for a bone from her when it comes to her daughter, she going to give y'all some bullshit. Straight up. Now, Brandy, she's still over here trying to blame herself about Chantel having issues with her mother. No, sweetheart, you can't take the blame for this. Because at the end of the day, Chantel told her mother that she can handle her own battles, okay? And Jackie did step up for her and say, hey, don't call my daughter out of her name. Her name is Chantel. Be respectful. The issue here is that Chantel has used this situation to be the catalyst of her revenge. I don't know what has happened between her and Jackie over the years, but my God, the amount of hate that this girl has for her mother is absolutely off the charts. Like, you would have thought that Jackie did some real foul things to her, and I don't even think that's the case. I think Chantel is just a brat. Chantel is a brat and a bitch. Straight up, okay? So at this point, she's saying, Brandy, she's saying how, I'm kind of seeing things from Chantel's point of view. Girl, what are you saying? Because my question is, what does everybody think at this point that Jackie has done to her daughter? Because I'm still waiting. Chantel ain't saying nothing about what she's done. Because speaking of Chantel, we slide on over to her and her son. Y'all know what I find interesting? Is that Chantel came on this show talking about how she want to get her son into baby modeling. But where's your nigga? Where is your basketball playing nigga? Where he at? Because last time I checked, you're a basketball wife. So what else do you have going on? Because I think it's very strange that she don't even get a FaceTime call from him. When she getting into it with her mama, she want to call her daddy. When she want to vent to somebody, she want to call her brother. Where is your man? Nonetheless, she hop on the phone with her brother, right? And she's telling him all the things that happened. When I tell y'all, Dougie don't seem interested. Because the only thing Dougie said was that, yeah, all of this should have been solved a long time ago. I feel like at this point, he know how his mama is. He know how his sister is. And he knows that both of them are the problem. And you can't tell me no otherwise. That boy know that both of them are the problem, and he ain't studying her. Also, one thing that I realized, y'all, is that when Chantel was on the phone with Dougie, he didn't say nothing bad about his mama. He didn't, because if he would have said something bad about Jackie, they would have played it. The only thing we got was Chantel yapping and him saying it, oh yeah, y'all should have figured that out already. I find that to be interesting. Because as much as we've heard Chantel yap about what her mother has supposedly done to her, which we still don't know what that is, what's Dougie's experience? That's what I want to hear. But we're going to go ahead and move on. We got Ming, Jackie, Denise, and Jennifer, right? They're going to do an activity together. First of all, why is Denise here? Like, Denise, shouldn't you be with your two besties over there? So nonetheless, Meg is like, so Jackie, how do you feel about last night? And of course, Jackie is like, I wish that things would have went better. Here comes Denise. Do you think you should have stayed? And she's like, no, I shouldn't have. So she's like, I left and I wanted everybody else to enjoy themselves. Y'all, when I tell you Jackie has been walking on eggshells since Chantel has come around, it's frustrating, because what was the point of Jackie even coming around if every time she comes out of her room, Chantel is finding a reason to bark at her mother, not exactly giving details on what this woman has done to her, and you want to have a conversation in front of everybody so that when you can have an audience and for people to chime in for you? It's not making any sense. But we're going to go ahead and move on. So the ladies, they end up doing underwater scootering. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad that I did not do this when I went to Hawaii. But next time I go, I will definitely be trying it. So Jackie, she stayed on the boat, y'all. That lady, she did not get off that boat at all. I said, yeah. I don't think Jackie probably even know how to swim. Nonetheless, Jackie, she's on the boat, right? And she says that she sent the video to Chantel saying, if she don't make it, just know that I love you. Do I think Jackie really sent her a video? No. I feel like Jackie is just saying that just to stir the pot. So Denise is like, oh, so did she unblock you? Denise, again, why is it always you trying to pipe up? Like, just sit back. It's fine. So Jackie is like, I've been unblocked. I bet you, I can bet that Denise, probably when she saw Chantel, first thing she asked her, did you unblock your mom? Because she's so invested in what Chantel has going on with Jackie. So Jackie ends up asking the ladies, do you think I love my daughter? I don't know why she even asked them, because baby, Jennifer is the only one who thinks that you do. Ming don't think that you like your daughter, and we already know Denise definitely thinks that y'all are not on the same page. So Ming especially is like, no, because you like to deflect. Here's the thing. And when she did like that whole little like dance away thing that she says that Jackie does, I'm like, first of all, Jackie did that with Evelyn. She did not do that when it came to the conversation with Chantel. That's the first thing. Secondly, I don't know what y'all want her to do. Like, do y'all really want her to become old school Jackie, cussing and throwing things and jumping off tables on her daughter? Like, that's some weird stuff. And what's crazy to me is that everybody keeps saying, oh, you need to talk to your daughter. You need to talk to your daughter. But nobody has put it in Chantel's head. Chantel, okay, you keep saying that you want to talk to your mom or whatever. You want to figure things out. Go have a private conversation with her. Nobody has told Chantel that. And I'm not understanding why that's not a thing. That's weird. Moving on from there, we jump over to Evelyn, Brandy, Chantel. Evelyn, Brandy, Chantel, Brittany, and Ty. They are all together. I think they went like on a boat, but they had to do like paddle boating or something. Like I said, both of these activities, they seem like they were a lot of fun, but here comes the mess. Because Brandy decides to talk to Evelyn. First of all, Brandy, that lady barely said she was sorry for telling you that she didn't give a fuck about what you had to say. I mean, barely. And the only reason why she told that to you was because she had no friends on the island at that moment. I'm not understanding why you're going to Evelyn to tell her what you heard from Jennifer that Jackie said. And what's crazy is that I'm like, wow, Evelyn, you actually believe that information? Considering you don't trust Jennifer, you don't like her, you believe everything that Jennifer's saying right now? That's interesting. But also, Brandy, I'm giving you a side eye because you barely got in good with Evelyn by the skin of your teeth right now, and now you want to be on the same side as her? Make it make sense. But according to Brandy, she basically told Evelyn this information because she doesn't want to be the one to tell Chantel. Baby, nobody has to tell Chantel this stuff. Chantel can find this out when she talks to her mama. Okay? So, now at this point, Evelyn, she feeling some type of way, and now she wants to talk to Chantel. So, what's crazy to me, though, is that Evelyn, she feels like Jackie is using this situation for press, and she wants to make things all about her. I wouldn't say she's trying to make it all about her. The only person who's making things about herself is Chantel. And I hope that all y'all realize that when y'all are watching these episodes of Basketball Wives. Because the way Chantel has come into this show and made everything about her, baby, that one right there is manipulative, okay? The way we have completely flipped this show to be only about Chantel, her feelings, what Chantel wants, is crazy to me. What happened to the beef between Jennifer and Evelyn? Because, baby, ain't nobody beefing right now because everyone's main focus is Jackie and her daughter. And me personally, I'm not a fan of that because I like to see multiple conflicts and resolutions happen in the season, not just one consistently. And we have consistently seen Jackie and her daughter every episode. It's tiring. It's boring. Not so interesting. But I mean, this episode, it was a little bit better. So, moving on, Evelyn, she ends up stepping away to talk to Chantel. So she tells Chantel that, she's not the mole that Denise is trying to make her out to be. And she admits that, yes, she did call Denise, but it was never for information. My question was, Evelyn, what questions did you ask that girl? Because I'm trying to figure out why her mind even went there. So now Chantel, she thinks that there should be, some individual conversations happen between the three stooges. And I'm just like, wait a second. I'm just peeping how Chantel really thinks that she running shit. Because the fact that she told Evelyn, like, yeah, so you should have done conversations between each individual person. Why would she have anything to say to Brittany? She doesn't have a beef with Brittany. What would she be telling Brittany? That doesn't make sense. But, it's like everyone has to move on Chantel's time, and I just don't understand it. Nonetheless, so now Evelyn and Chantel, they're good. Because at the end of the day, the only person that Chantel has an issue with is her own mother. I'm like, girl, you will literally break bread with anybody but your mama. That's crazy. So now Evelyn's like, yeah, speaking of your mama, she said that she'll only talk to you on her YouTube or on her talk show. Oh, why she say that? Because baby Chantel went back to being like a 6-year-old child. When I tell you she went back to little kid mode, oh my God, tell me that's not true. Tell me that's not true. I'm about to crash out. Brandy, is that true? Did my mom say that? Oh my God. I said, girl, grow up. Because in my mind, I'm not about to sit up here and whine and be like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Is it true? It's like, okay, bet. You know what? Let me go to my mama's room right now and we're going to have a conversation. We just going to go ahead and hash this out. If you that bad, in my mind, if you're that bad with your mama, baby, why are you going to everybody on this cast when you could go right on ahead and talk to Big Jackie? Because you so big in the chest, Chantel, you got so much mouth, so much lip, but why won't you have a conversation privately with your mother? It's not making sense. The cameras will be there. You'll be fine. So, after that, Brandy does confirm that, yeah, that's what I heard was said. So Chantel leaves. I said, great, get off the island. Like, y'all know how when people say, if you go to Hawaii, make sure you don't take no rocks or no seashells or anything because it's going to come back and haunt you because it belongs to the island and that brings you bad news and bad energy. Baby, Chantel don't need to pick up nothing because she is the rock. She is the bad energy. She is that bad seashell, okay? Please, remove her from Hawaii. Like, I feel like the whole island needs to be cleansed everywhere she done been. But moving on from there, we see Ming, Brandy, and Evelyn, they meet up. And Evelyn basically talks about her conversation with Chantel. And of course, Evelyn is feeling away about Denise. Baby, ever since Denise said that Evelyn was trying to get some information out of her, baby, Evelyn is over. I think Evelyn has peeped that these three girls think that they're about to try to boot out these other ladies. Okay, I think that she's definitely peeped that she's not giving up her spot. Baby, what else would Evelyn Lozada be doing without this show? She ain't giving up her spot. So Denise, you can miss her with that one. So then they end up telling Ming about the whole Jackie comment and wanting to do the YouTube thing. And again, we have Brandy piping up about she feels so bad for Chantel now. And they all think that Jackie is crazy. First of all, we've been thinking Jackie was crazy since season 1 of Basketball Wives LA. That ain't nothing new. But what's crazy to me is that, again, none of y'all are saying, Chantel, you have serious issues with your mama. Y'all need to talk privately. Nobody has tried to arrange it. It's whack. And I'm glad that it's about to happen on the next episode. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Chantel. Because again, y'all, Chantel is a big bully. And we saw it play out on this episode here. Chantel goes over to Jennifer. And she's like, so about that comment, what did my mother say? So, of course, Jennifer repeats it. She confirms that it happened. And Jennifer is also telling her how, Jackie said that she had rights to the grandkids. I'm sorry. Jennifer, why'd you say that? Like, what was the point in you telling her that information? Also, I'm going to need more context. What were y'all talking about for her to even say that? But y'all, this is when I really realized that Chantel is so full of shit. I just can't take her seriously. This girl said that Jackie popped up on her after the Vegas trip and wanted to see the grandkids. In that moment, I said, bitch, you're dumb. And here's why I'm saying that. First of all, you said you stay in the same apartment complex as your mama, dumbass. Of course, it's easy for her to come on downstairs. Why wouldn't she? Secondly, I feel like Jackie was checking the temperature. And that is what a lot of people do in situations. Oh, I'm going to just see how the grandkids is doing, to see what you're on, to see what your temperature is. And Chantel, for you to have, I guess, probably closed the door on her or, done whatever you did, because it didn't seem like you let her see the grandkids, for you to not take that moment to be like, Mom, I don't know what's happening with us, especially now that we're on this show together, that's weird to me. Because here's the thing, Jackie don't have a problem with her daughter. Her daughter has a problem with her. So, I feel like Jackie has already come to her to be like, Chantel, if we have an issue, you can go ahead and let me know. Chantel has yet to give this woman the reason why she has an issue. So what do y'all want Jackie to do? I don't understand. Moving on from there. So, Chantel is basically telling Jennifer, so yeah, you have to go ahead and pick a side. Because you need to hold Jackie accountable. I said accountable for what exactly? Because we've yet to hear what she did. Then she takes it a step further, y'all. Chantel sat up there and she said basically how Jennifer should be a friend to Jackie, okay? She can hold her accountable and then also tell Jackie that she can't rock with her. She can't be friends with her until she get things right with Chantel. Bitch, are you okay? The things that Jackie got going on with you, that is none of Jennifer's business. And at the end of the day, she was Jackie's friend before you were even thought of in this equation. Like, are we okay? The way this little girl is trying to come in and literally swoop up all the Jackie people on this show makes no sense to me. Like, you really want Jennifer to basically chastise Jackie and single her out to be like, until you get things right with Chantel, I can't be your friend. Girl, in what world did you think that you were living in? I'm just trying to understand, y'all, where she gets off thinking that she can tell her mama friends what they need to be doing. I'm sorry, girl, you mentally okay? Because it don't seem like you are. I would never in my life, it don't matter if I'm beefing with my mama or not, tell her friends to be like, so you shouldn't be friends with my mama no more because she not talking to me. Like, what? Are you okay? I don't think that Chantel is okay, y'all. That girl needs to go see somebody because it ain't making no sense. So then Jennifer is like, I'm not trying to get into y'all mess. I said, well, Jennifer, you should have never told Chantel anything. But I feel like people are giving Chantel little tidbits, trying to see if she will, possibly be like, okay, let me go talk to my mama. And it ain't happening that way. because Chantel is a big brat. She wants everything to go her way. And this is crazy. Because I'm not even understanding why did she tell Jennifer that she's going to take it to hell? Girl, what? With your mama? I'm sorry, but there have been some people who have really been, and I mean horribly abused by their parents, okay? And Jackie ain't even giving that. So I'm like, girl, all this vitriol that you got, it is off the charts, okay? And I ain't trying to say that her pain is so much less than anybody else's, but I just really need for Chantel to get a grip because it's not making sense at all. Also, where you got all this hate for your mama, but where the hate for your daddy? Because he the one who lay up with her ass every night. So you let me know when you start hating on that man. Because I'm not understanding. Like, I just cannot see Doug, considering who he is and what we have seen of him on this show and outside of this show as an athlete, whatever. I cannot see him being with Jackie all these years, without, being like, no, we got to get our family together. Like, we don't operate like this. I don't see him not taking hold of the household because let me tell y'all something. Jackie reminds me of Dr. Heavenly. Y'all know how Dr. Heavenly is when she's with Damon and how she turned into a whole nother person. She could be rah, rah, rah all in the streets, but baby, when she get around Damon, she act a total different way. That's what the energy that Jackie give me. She can act rah, rah in them streets, but when it comes to her and Doug, she definitely lets him lead. So I'm just trying to understand, why is it that when it comes to this situation, Chantel is so pissed off at her daddy, and I'm just like, I feel like if things was really that bad, Doug would have stepped in a long time ago. If things was really that bad, hell, if Jackie was really that evil, he probably would have divorced her ass. So I'm not understanding. But you know what? Let's go ahead and move on. The group goes to dinner. Jackie gets there, and everybody's talking about their day, how it was fun and all that stuff. So then Ming, she ends up telling Denise, oh my gosh, you were so much fun. I enjoyed you a lot more when you were by yourself and without Brittany. So then Evelyn, she agrees, of course. And in her confessional, she says that Denise is not even 30. I said, I'm sorry, what? I absolutely thought that Denise was 30-something. At least a solid, 38. I'm sorry, Evelyn was not lying when she said that girl looked 40. She wasn't lying. So then here comes Brittany. She piping up for her friend. She has her own ideas and her own this, her own that. Brittany, shut up. Please. We hate whenever you speak. And then we have Chantel. She wants to chime in too. Again, I don't understand why the Three Stooges keep wanting to talk. Because again, they think that they're running things. So now Jackie, she ends up calling Ming out for imitating her. And I think Jackie was doing it just because, the way that Ming was walking away. And as a funny moment, right? But no, it was not a funny moment. Because now Ming is telling Jackie that, she has a problem with taking accountability. And now, everybody got to ride with Chantel when you look at the situation after hearing her side. And again, y'all, maybe it's something that was, not filmed. But I want to know, what side did they hear? Ming, what did you hear from Chantel? Because this girl has been using words. It's like a word salad. That girl uses words about her mom has been so detrimental to her life. Her mom has done this. Her mom has done that. But when she's saying this and that, it's literally this and that. She had gave us not a one damn example of what Jackie has done to her. Baby, we're still waiting. So what exactly are we being held accountable for? My God. So Jackie at this point is like, here we go with the bullshit. So she's like, I'm going to have my drink and I'm about to leave, right? So Meg says she needs to, talk things out with her daughter. Here's my thing. If y'all feel that way, y'all should say, you know what, Jackie and Chantel, how about y'all go ahead, have a conversation separately from us? Nope. Because Chantel, she's piping up about how, her mom is a goofy, she's a goofball, and all of this stuff, saying, Jackie, you can go ahead and leave. I said, wow, so Chantel really think that she bossed up, and now she is in control of the girls. So Jackie is like, yep, that's what I'm about to do, Chantel. I'm about to leave. Now, again, as Jackie's walking out, y'all, why do we hear Brittany chanting and yelling, go deadbeat, go deadbeat, go? And I'm just like, wait. Deadbeat? Deadbeat, for real? So now we're calling this woman a deadbeat. And I'm sorry, but if we gonna call her a deadbeat, then we gotta call the athletic father a deadbeat as well. Because the same way Jackie was on the road, he was on the road. I don't care if it was for work or not. That doesn't matter to me. The same way Doug was on the road, Jackie was on the road. So, there we go there. But also at the same time, Chantel has had a very, very good life. We're not about to sit up here and act like Chantel was growing up in the trenches or in the projects. No, you weren't. Like, I can understand if this was Shanice and Evelyn, because, at one point, Evelyn didn't have what she has now, considering she had her daughter when she was, a teenager? So she could have, still been struggling in New York before she really got on when her daughter was young. I completely understand that. But Chantel has had a silver spoon in her mouth since she was born. I'm not taking her serious. I'm not. Also, you mad because your grandma raised you? Well, girl, with the way you describe your mama, it wouldn't have done you any justice if she raised you. You should be happy that Jackie left you with her mama, who was clearly more capable of raising you, I guess. Like, girl, scoot back. And the fact that you just let Brittany get up here and scream that to the top of her lungs about your own mama is crazy to me. Like, I really, really want to see a conversation happen between Doug and Chantel. That's what I want to see. Because I am pretty sure he is looking at his daughter like she is crazy as hell because we didn't raise you that way. So I'm not understanding why you hopping on this TV acting like this. Okay? So, after that, when Jackie ends up leaving, I want to say it was, who was it? Brandy and Ty. Yeah, Brandy and Ty. They went to go see Jackie. At this point, listen, Jackie does not want to see Brandy. And the reason why she's shooing Brandy away, because Brandy keeps saying, you need to go talk to your daughter. You need to go talk to your daughter. She did the same thing the last episode when Jackie walked out. You're not supporting Jackie if you keep telling her, you need to go talk to Chantel. See what Chantel, oh my God, Chantel is hurting. No, that's not supporting Jackie. I feel like Ty was a better person to be like, all right, Jackie, just go ahead, calm down, chill out, you know what I mean? And let Jackie be able to express to you how she's feeling at the moment. Not you trying to tell her to go talk to her daughter, because what happens every time she tries to talk to this girl? It blows up into this. So, like I said, she basically wants to put Brandy out. Now, we go back to the table. Chantel's still yapping. Chantel, you're still yapping, yet you won't tell your mother these things to her face. Like, you be on bullshit. I'm sorry. You say you got issues with your mama, and the first question that you had with her the last episode was, did you call me impressionable? Girl, what? Then we get over here, and now you want to be mad because your mother said that she wanted to do talk to you on a talk show or a YouTube? Why wasn't that question addressed at the table? Why didn't you start there with your mother? Because when Ming was piping up about your mama, you could have easily been like, man, you know what? I got this. Let me go ahead and ask my mama this question. Did you say that you wouldn't talk to me unless it was on YouTube? Yeah, that's what a grown woman would have done. But you're still a child, okay? So then Brittany, she is again swearing that Jackie is just like her mother. And basically her mom is trying to get grandparents' rights. Baby, let me tell you something. If I was a judge, I would give Brittany's mama grandparent rights. You want to know why? Because that woman raised your child for years. for years, okay? Having to be the middle person because you and your baby daddy couldn't get y'all shit together, number one. And number two, you was out here chasing dick. So please stop. Please stop acting like your mama did not cover your ass as a parent for years. Like, I'm sorry, I can't take Britney serious either. Y'all be sitting up here saying y'all mamas be so trifling, they did y'all so dirty when y'all mamas out here raising y'all kids and shit. Oh, they not trifling when they got your kids for you. Oh, but they trifling any other way. Please, you picking and choosing. Nonetheless, we move on, and Chantel, again, she's still going off about these rights now when it comes to Jackie. And next thing you know, Brandy and Ty, they come back. So Brittany came out of nowhere piping up to Brandy like, yeah, so I'm going to need for you to explain to me why you went after Jackie. And you know what? Explain it to me as if I was 5 years old. I'm like, what? First of all, if I was Brandy, I would have flipped the table on her ass. I'm sorry. Bitch, you got me fucked up. First of all, don't you ever question why I'm doing anything, okay? You and I, we ain't even friends, so why are you talking to me? That's the first thing. Secondly, 5 years old, bitch, you're grown. Get the fuck out of my face with that. Like, I'm not understanding why that wasn't Brandy's response. But Brandy was like, I'm not about to answer you, okay? So, Brittany is still trying to get Brandy to take the bait. Here's the thing about Brittany. I feel like she keeps trying to come for Brandy when Brandy hasn't done anything to her. Not specifically. Also, at this point, I feel like Brandy is peeping what I've been peeping. Brittany, why are you so obsessed with Chantel? Like, the way you are trying to project onto Jackie with your own mommy issues is crazy. I already said, is Chantel and Brittany hooking up? Because it's definitely given that either Brittany wants Chantel or they've already been hooking up. Because, girl, why are you going so hard for this girl that you barely know? Now, here's the thing. In her confessional, Brittany is saying that Brandy, she tucked her tail when it came to the Shawty situation. First of all, that is not even what happened. The problem is that when Shawty addressed her, your homegirl Chantel butted in like she likes to do. That's all Chantel did when y'all was in Vegas. She kept butting in when it came to y'all talking down on Brandy. And Brandy got sick of it because it's like, Chantel, why do you keep piping up? Please don't try to do that, Brittany. Now, I will say she did low-key eat when she said that Brandy was stuck on stupid and dipped in dumb. That phrase, I really did like. I can't even hold you. But besides that, we see Chantel, she's like, so what are the plans for tomorrow? Girl, your plan should be spending time with your child since you brought him to Hawaii. Why couldn't his father watch him? So Meg says that she has a boat ride plan for everybody. Chantel pipes up and she's like, I mean, for me to have to get on the boat, like, I don't even want to get on there if my mom is going to be on the boat. Well, girl, stay in your room. Because at this point, what we not about to do is keep operating around whatever Chantel wants. Because that's exactly what's happened in this damn scene. I don't even understand how we had to go around the room to say, whose boat would you get on? Chantel's or Jackie's? Like, what? What is going on? Everybody says they would get on Chantel's boat. But here's my thing. I really think that it's crazy that Chantel had the audacity to come into this trip to to Hawaii saying, oh, I don't know if I'm going to go because I got issues with my mama, right? Well, girl, you could have stayed at the house. You could have stayed home. Because now you want to do this whole let's exclude Jackie, let's exclude her. Then why is she here? Like, if that's the case, Jackie could have stayed home. But really, Jackie is here to have a good time. But Chantel won't let her. Like, I'm not even understanding this right now. Like, it's crazy to me how badly this girl wants her mother to be iced out. And I'm just like, again, Jackie's friends, because that's what some of y'all are, y'all was Jackie friend first. I'm not understanding why y'all letting this little girl run the show. Now, moving on from there. So we do see Ty. She goes to Jackie's room to check on her, to be like, when it comes to you and Chantel, like, why do you keep leaving? Like, why do you keep getting up? And Jackie's like, because this is my daughter. I don't feel like getting into it with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And do y'all want me to be the typical Jackie who's jumping off tables and shit? And it's just like, in the real world, no. We would not want you jumping off tables and stuff on your daughter. So I can't blame Jackie for this right now. So the Ty, basically, she didn't feel right with the decision that was made at the table of how everybody was going to, ice Jackie out and do this little boat thing without her. So she invited her. She told Jackie to go ahead, come on, get on the boat with me. Like, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fine. Alright, so we see all the ladies. They are going to be heading out to this boat ride, right? Alright, cool. Now, in one car, we do have Chantel talking about her son. He has a photo shoot coming up because he got signed to a little baby agency. Yeah, shout out to him. Moving on. Let's talk about this conversation between Evelyn, Ming, and Brandy. Because they're like, yo, Brittany called you out your name last night. Brittany called you a bitch. Like, what was that? Why is she even talking like that? Isn't she supposed to be Muslim? Like, they don't talk like that. So I'm not understanding why she's doing that right now. Because it's all fake, baby. Evelyn, she's fed up with the big three. She is fed up with them girls because she's like, no, the reason why she basically changed religions was for her man, or should I say her ex-man at the time, Kevin Gates. And Drinka is like, Kevin Gates, don't he got a wife? Like, don't he got Drinka? Well, listen, I don't know how many girlfriends and wives that man got, but he definitely added Brittany to the roster, had her walking around saying that was her husband, and today we won't even catch her near a hijab because she was playing in the religion for a man. Now, we get onto the boat, right? And, no, first of all, we ain't even got on the boat yet. When Jackie popped up, everybody feeling away. Because it's like, why is Jackie here? Who invited her? Well, clearly it was Ty. But, nonetheless, they get on the boat. They say a little cheers. And next thing you know, Jackie over there laid out because she's seasick. I said, Jackie, go lay down somewhere, girl. I cannot. But at some point, somebody doctored her up. Now, while Jackie over there, trying to get her life together or hold on to what she got left of it, why is everybody talking about, oh, who invited Jackie? Ty, was that you? Ty was like, yeah. And here comes Chantel. So you're responsible for her today? I'm like, responsible for her? Listen, we're not about to act like Jackie is a 3-year-old. You're the only one who acts like a 3-year-old around here, Chantel. Like, what's so funny to me is that every time they turn around on this show, they are acting like Jackie is really out here stirring up shit. And I'm just like, Jackie ain't saying nothing to y'all. Jackie is kept it cool with all of y'all. She walks away when y'all want to have a conversation with her daughter, or her daughter is acting out of pocket. But technically, Jackie's not doing anything to anybody. She ain't dissing y'all. She ain't being disrespectful. None of the things. So I'm going to need y'all to cool it on this I hate Jackie moment that y'all having. Now, we do see Jackie have a conversation with Jen. And basically, she's saying, again, I'm sick and tired of people questioning why I keep leaving when I don't feel like turning up on my daughter. Like, because there's some things that can be said and you can't take that stuff back, okay? And I'm like, woo, baby, ain't that the truth? Because let me tell you something, your family always know everything about you. So sometimes the arguments get really nasty, real bad, and some cutthroat things are said that, baby, you cannot take back. And here's the thing. Not only would it be things that Chantel says, it would be also things that Jackie says to her daughter. You know what I'm saying? They would be going back and forth with nasty statements. So I'm with Jackie. It's better to walk away. Alright, so now we slide on over to Chantel and this little baby photo shoot. Yeah, he's cute, whatever. Ty shows up. And basically, I did not like how Chantel, she started the conversation. Because her whole energy is off. She's like, I thought we were friends. But then here's where things went left for me. She went into little kid mode again. I don't like the fact that you invited my mom and I thought we were cool. Did my mom work her magic on you? Again, she goes into this mode when it comes to her mom when she's angry. She acts like a little child. You talk to my mom, I don't like you anymore. Like that's what I hear every time Chantel is talking. So Ty is like, yeah, I invited your mom. What were we gonna do? Just leave her here at the hotel by herself? Like, that's weird. And honestly, that is real fucked up. Like, you invite us on a girls' trip. It's supposed to be so much fun. And everybody decides to go on a boat ride and just leave me, don't even tell me nothing about it. That's crazy. Because please know, if I was Jackie and they did that to me, I would cuss everybody out. Because why the fuck you got me here? So now you have Chantel saying how Jackie, she would use Ty and violate her. And Ty's like, okay, and other people will do that as well. Here's the thing. Chantel, again, is trying to turn everybody against her mama. And it is so disgusting to watch. Baby, Ty is the only one with some sense around here, okay? Because she has peep game. She sees through Chantel and her bullshit. And she sees that this woman is just like her mama, baby Jackie. Because the same way how Jackie went around that room to see who was Team Evelyn and who was Team Jackie, and the same way Jackie went around the room and said, do you think I love my daughter? Is the same way that we have Chantel going around the room, so you guys will want to get on a boat with me or my mom. It's all the same. It's all the same. And it's crazy that she trying to tell Ty to watch the company that she keep. Girl, shut up, because you ain't no better. Moving on, all the ladies, they go to dinner, and they're talking about their day or whatever. And I believe that Chantel was like, oh yeah, my son had a photo shoot. Girl, nobody cares. Then Ty lets the cat out the bag that Jen has some plans, aka Jen talked to Jackie, and they want to do like a sleepover, right? Because I guess me and Evelyn have like the best room. So they're like, yeah, let's just have like a big sleepover. Like, it'll be fun, right? Okay, cool. Everybody down to have a good time, right? No, not at all. So here's the thing. When they did that flashback of Jackie saying how every time she go to dinner with them, she don't eat and she always leave, I was laughing because I said, yeah, they do always get the mess started before your plate get put down. Baby girl don't get not a bite to eat because she got to dip out before she cuts her daughter out. Y'all, in this moment, I really did want to say fuck Chantel and her clarity, because this is like the third, fourth, fifth time and she just said, oh, I just want to get clarity, because she gonna ask the ladies, oh, y'all gonna have a slumber party with Jackie? Oh, I just want to get clarity. Girl, you so fake and phony. So y'all, in this moment, this is when I realized that maybe Chantel is one of the most selfish people I've ever seen in my life. Because this moment is not about her, she's gonna make it about her, okay? The ladies are explaining like, yeah, this slumber party is just supposed to be for fun, like just to have a good time. And she's going on about how, so do we just go on and act like things don't exist when we have issues with each other? And Ty's like, girl, we've already been doing this. Like, there's other people who have issues besides you and your mama. And I feel like she should have just told her, girl, we are not about to sit up here and stop having fun or completely talking to Jackie because you got an issue. That is a you problem, not a us problem or a we problem. Just you, Chantel. So maybe she started listing out the fact that, listen, there's multiple people here who have issues with each other and everybody is coexisting. So I feel like at this point, the ladies just want to have a good time. Chantel, chill out. So after that, we have a whole conversation about Ming and Ty. Listen, they don't need to be together. Ming for sure don't want to be with Ty. However, Ty, I feel like it's not even that she wants Ming. is that she wants Ming to be truthful, and Ming refuses to, because we learned that Ming has a whole man's name on her body somewhere. I think it's on like her arm or something, that Tai has already seen and pointed out. And it's just like, Ming, what are you doing? Like, you barely broke up with Tai. Like, do you have her name tattooed on your body somewhere? I'm just curious, because how long were you talking to this man that now you have fresh ink on your body with his name? Now, of course, the only thing that Tai wants at this point is for Ming to tell the truth. But baby Ming, she ain't telling the truth on anything. So Ming actually wants to change the subject because Tai put her on blast. Now, one thing that Tai said that stood out to me was the fact that she said that if she would have known that Ming was going to go back to dating men, then she would have never dated her. And here's my thing. I get it. You're upset. This girl probably told you that she's no longer dating men, but you can't control who a person dates after they date you. Like, Tai, if you wanted a lesbian, go for a lesbian, but you keep going after straight girls who be lesbian for you. I'm sorry, but that is a thing. There are women who go lesbian for a particular person, but they not really gay like that. And that's the situation with me. Now, moving on, Brittany, oh my God. Keep in mind, this whole time that they're at this dinner table, Brittany has stepped up from the hijab to the burqa. And I said, girl, why are you playing in this religion like this? Like, you're really playing. Girl, that is not cool. Like, I am so surprised that there hasn't been like a Muslim women's group that ain't came at her, because she is completely doing things that are against the religion. Nonetheless, Brandy, she ends up questioning Brittany like, girl, how are you on this spiritual journey and you over here calling me out my name? And according to Brittany, when she offered clarity, Brandy didn't want to, talk to her about it. And now clarity is no longer available. And I'm just like, you know what? I am so sick of Brittany and Chantel and Denise when it comes to this clarity word. They've been tossing it around. And I'm just like, y'all really only working off one brain. And that's crazy. So Ming, she actually pipes up and she's like, yo, Brandy is owed an apology because you called her out of her name basically for nothing. Like, it came out of nowhere. And nope. Brittany's like, she ain't getting one. And at this point, Brandy is over Brittany because she feels like Brittany is choosing when to be healed and when not to be. And it's given unhinged, honestly. Brittany is an unhinged person. We love to say that about Jackie, but no, it's really Brittany. And here comes Denise. Well, I mean, when she offered clarity, why didn't you take it? Y'all, this next moment, when Evelyn swiveled her head around and looked at Denise and told her to shut the F up, I hollered. It was too funny. Like, she sounded straight New York. No Miami, no LA. It was straight New York. I laughed and read that back at least 2 times. And she's like, yo, we're tired of you. We're tired of you. I mean, Evelyn had to have been going on for a minute, because then we saw a clip of her mocking all 3 of them and how they're constantly jumping in for each other. It's like, that's my friend. That's my friend. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what they do. Denise, she doesn't think that Brandy, she deserves an apology. So Ming is like, okay, but if I say F you, then you would think that I owe you an apology, because that's wrong. Baby, I feel like the 3 Stooges are not getting it. They're not getting it at all. So Ming has to say, y'all act like y'all are one band, one sound. Shout out to Drumline. And I said, that's exactly how they're acting. And Ming, she's over it. She's ready to go. She gets up from the table because she's over the big 3, because there's nothing you can say to them at this point. Y'all have let these girls come up in here, switch this show all around to be solely about Chantel and whatever little beefs that they're trying to stir up. Because let's call a thing here. As much as I want to talk about Jackie hasn't done anything. Jackie is barely filming full scenes, okay? Jackie will come sit at that table. She don't even say nothing. Chantel start going off, and she gets up and leave. So I'm trying to understand who is really messing up the vibes and stirring the pot. All right, Chantel. Don't forget she always has Brittany in the corner chiming in. Brittany over there stirring up stuff for Brandy for what I don't know. I guess just because she's bored and wants to have beef with somebody. And then we have Denise. She wants to come at Evelyn. Like, y'all, I need the big three to go right now. But I feel like the next episode is going to get real interesting because I think that is when Chantel and Jackie get into it. Oh, baby, I'm so ready for that. But y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Are y'all as sick of the big three as I am? Let me know in the comments. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.